All right, let's jump right in. We're looking at a really pivotal moment for Brazil's energy future. One of those rare times when doing the right thing for the planet could also be the most profitable path forward for the country. So let's explore how that's possible.
And this idea right here, this is the key to everything we're about to discuss. It's really the core concept that's driving this massive opportunity for Brazil in the green hydrogen space. That moment, it's right now.
So what is this big leadership opportunity? Well, it's a story of incredible potential, the prize, if you will. But it also comes with a critical problem that creates a real sense of urgency. At the very heart of this is something called the SBCE. That's Brazil's new regulated carbon market, the Sistema Brasileiro do Comércio de Emissões. Just think of it as the new playing field where the rules for the country's entire green energy future are being written as we speak.
And this is where you see the paradox. On one side, Brazil has it all. A clean energy grid, tons of natural resources, and the technology is already proven. But on the other side, there's this huge gap, a critical missing puzzle piece. There are no clear rules for green hydrogen. Now, this isn't just some minor detail we can gloss over. This is a strategic window of opportunity. It's wide open right now, but you can bet it's not going to stay open forever. The stakes for Brazil's leadership on the world stage, they are incredibly high.
But here's the thing. This challenge isn't impossible to solve. Not at all. In fact, a clear, technically solid solution is already out there. It's basically a blueprint for building trust.
So, how do we build that bridge across the gap? Well, we can actually look at successful models in Europe, like the European Hydrogen Bank. And the lesson from them is crystal clear. Integrity is the bridge. Building that trust is what ultimately unlocks the floodgates of investment.
And this slide just illustrates the solution perfectly. It really all boils down to these three core pillars of integrity. You can think of them as the big three. They are the absolute bedrock of a trustworthy system, one that's designed from the ground up to prevent any kind of greenwashing.
Okay, let's break these down real quick. First up, additionality. This means the renewable energy has to be new, not just relabeled from some old project. Second, carbon intensity. You need a single, standard, transparent way to measure emissions. No funny business. And third, traceability. Every single credit has to be tracked from birth to retirement. That's how you prevent things like double counting.
And here's the best part of all this. This isn't about reinventing the wheel. The tools we need to build this system of trust, they already exist inside Brazil's own SBCE framework.
As you can see right here, we can literally map each pillar of integrity directly to a tool that's already in the SBCE. The whole framework is there. We just need to connect the dots and apply these rules specifically to green hydrogen.
So, this brings us to the final and maybe most exciting piece of the puzzle. How do we turn this blueprint for integrity into a powerful engine for real investment in Brazil's future?
The vision doesn't just start with a vague promise. It starts with a really concrete first step. A pilot project of this size designed to prove that the model works.
And the whole goal of this pilot is to build that trusted system we've been talking about. It's about creating a proof of concept that will give those large-scale investors the confidence they absolutely need to enter this market in a big, big way. So the final argument really comes down to a simple but incredibly powerful chain reaction. And it all starts with just one thing, a system that is built on verifiable integrity. That integrity is what builds trust with investors. And when they trust the system, when they know the credits are reliable and not just smoke and mirrors, then the capital flows in. And that investment, that is the fuel that will accelerate Brazil's entire clean energy transition, building new infrastructure and creating new jobs along the way.
So if there's one thing to take away, it's this. The SBCE can be so much more than just a carbon market. It really has the potential to become a system of trust that actively finances the future of energy in Brazil.
So, we end with this question. Brazil has all the potential in the world. The blueprint is right there on the table. The only thing left to decide is, will we lead?